Over the last 50 years, I have captured monsters.
But I don't belong here. I'm not a monster.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Monsters vs. Aliens is a 3D animated movie about, well, monsters versus aliens. The all-star cast includes Reese Witherspoon, Kiefer Sutherland, and Stephen Colbert.
It's a disaster.
Stop! That button launches all of our nuclear missiles.
Well, then which button gets me a latte?
When our son and my daughter was 6, and now she's 9, and she has been like calculating how old she'll be when the movie comes out and how old her brother will be, and certainly, but I think I hit her at just the right time. 9 years old is like the perfect time for a female superhero.
In 1950, it was decided that Jane and Joe Public could not handle the truth about monsters and should focus on more important things like paying taxes.
For all of the things, you know, I live in the philosophy that nothing's for free, and so all of the benefits and the freedom of being, you know, being able to check your physicality at the door, only being responsible for the emotional content and the voice, and developing this wonderful kind of partnership with the animators. For all of the freedom that that entails, it costs something, and as an actor, I'm incredibly dependent upon the other actors that I'm working with, and so to work in the booth by yourself for a little while, that's an adjustment. But I ended up having a blast.
Your enormous, grotesque body contains quantonium, the most powerful substance in the universe. Did you really think you could keep it from me?
In the recording, it was me and the mic, you know, and it's lonely out there in the room. Me and the mic, it's like being Jay-Z or Kanye, you know, I know what it feels like now.
We call this thing Bob.
Hi there. Ah, my back. Just kidding. I don't have a back.
Monsters vs. Aliens is going to be, if not a monster release from DreamWorks Animation, a good solid one. That's what it's looking like now.
I'm not a quack. I'm a mad scientist. There's a difference.
Guys, what choice do I have?
Now, how can that be if this picture is only going to open with half as many screens as what the executives of DreamWorks would like? Well, bear in mind that if a picture opens in 4,000 theaters, and that is double screened in many of the theaters, perhaps 2,000 of those are most meaningful. The rest tend to be in fairly small towns and the sorts of venues that really don't ring up big, impressive grosses anyway. And so if you've got your key venues all screened with 3D projection now, you've got the biggest part of the problem licked. And eventually, of course, the smaller venues will come online as well, and they'll get into the 3D game eventually.
Follow my lead. Stop! That was an accident! Don't destroy anything!
It used to take 7 years to make a Disney animated film, and now they can make films relatively quickly, you know, and these films, they get more advanced, they get more intricate, and the technology, especially in this one with the 3D technology, is just always breaking new ground.
I can't fight that thing. I'm hyperventilating. Does anybody have a giant paper bag?
I got him, you guys.